The Institute's outside expert found the gazelle could be more pain than gain.
Doesn't allow for the natural range of motion, particularly with the knees.
Finding even 1 extra minute a day can be a challenge. Finding 30 to 60, as is often recommended, can be downright frustrating.
Couch potatoes may be rejoicing, but this trainer is concerned about what he calls adaptation, or the body eventually needing more of a push than what 10 minutes offers.
If it means 10 minutes 3 times, fine, but as long as it's understood that should only be done on a temporary basis, and that it will not, over the long term, match up to more steady, intense, longer lasting exercises.
Either their intensity is not quite up to par, or they're not meeting up with the amount of frequency that would be needed, but we do need to keep our eye on the final goal of being leaner as well as active.
In the case of a 10 to 15 minute workout, just choose 1 or 2 muscles and hit it hard.
The author of Stop Aging, Start Training showed us how to make 15 minutes a day worth your while.
Strength training keeps your metabolism elevated, seated at your desk, or even laying down. If you have to miss something in the workout, make sure it's not the warm-up.
See, this feels like the workout to me.
This is just a warm-up. Because everything after this gets easier.
So what's next?
Now we're going to do the abdominals. You heard that fallacy that you could do abs every single day? It's not true.
That's good. I'm not doing it every day. Lunges are next.
Lunge forward or step forward. Bring your back knee straight down to the floor and then push as you exhale.
Okay.
And now alternate feet. With the front knee, never let that knee pass the toes. Keep your back straight at all times. Come down. Breathe out. Isn't this fun?
This is great.
Don't want to pack the weights when we take a trip.
Make sure that you go to a gym, rather a hotel that's near a gym or has a gym on the property. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Just a few weights, a bench, an exercise mat, and you're all good to go.
Okay.
And it's good to stretch, by the way, while you're still laying down, but not too much stretching.
Yeah, you say that some people stretch too much, which I didn't know.
Exactly, especially when you're not yet warmed up. If you start stretching without having the blood circulating through the whole body, you put a lot of stress, particularly at the weak areas, which for a lot of people would be the lower back.
Get off the couch and do something about it. Exercise physiologist and trainer Sal Fichera knows just what you need to do.
I recommend these 4 books right here. These 2 talk about environmental issues concerning our food supply. This is an eye-opener as to what to avoid and what to start eating. Very important book. The Good Carbohydrate Revolution talks about the distinction between good versus bad carbs. You can't just get rid of all the carbs. There's plenty of activities that can be done outdoors. Firstly, most easily would be power walking. All you need are a pair of walking shoes.
Toughest for last, I understand, handball.
Yes, great sport, great sport. You use all 4 limbs. It makes tennis look like a picnic. Because they're using your weaker hand as well as your dominant hand. They are low shots, high shots. It's a very vigorous sport. Of all these activities we just discussed, handball burns the most calories, up to 11 to 12 calories per minute. Jump on the floor. Let's start with the pelvic tilt. So
The
lay
pelvic
down.
tilts, all
yes. Bring your hands under the hips. Point your feet straight up to the ceiling. And then just press your footprints up towards the ceiling. This works the lower abs.
The lower is the hardest for me. Is that typical?
Yes.
Get active. For that, we met with exercise physiologist Sal Fichera.
I have to be realistic. The goals need to be attainable.
To burn fat, longevity is key.
As we reach the 20-minute zone, we deplete our carbohydrates, and then we reach what's called the fat-burning zone.
New York City exercise physiologist Sal Fichera rated each trainer for comfort and performance.
I'm looking to make sure that the apparatus does not force the person to go out of alignment, therefore hurting themselves.
Personal trainer and exercise physiologist Salvatore Fichera is certified in older adult fitness. He says strength training is crucial for seniors who want to maintain their independence.
Strength training is a way to enhance not just muscular strength, but also for bone density too. With more muscle density on the body, the metabolism stays elevated constantly, whether the person is sleeping, sitting at a desk, on vacation.